Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to today's match day 10. We got a banger for you guys today. We have Challenger Samurai versus the Lotuses. How are we doing today, Dirt?
Today's a wonderful day for some CS. Yeah, we got the Lotuses, the current number one ranked team at Chally with a 7-2 record, a real superstar team with their MVP candidate in Kenny averaging something like a 1.46 rating. He is definitely the best player in Challenger right now. And against them, we have the Samurai. Unfortunately for the Samurai, their season hasn't been going so good so far. Sitting at 3-5, just barely missing the playoffs. But if they want to make the playoffs, they have to get a win tonight. It's going to be a real challenge for them, but I expect them to show out and show up.
Yeah, no, like you were saying, we have some wonderful characters on that Lotus team, especially, man to watch out for. Kenny is just ripping it down. I think not even like just averaging like a 1.4 something almost every game. Definitely a tier breaker. So we're excited to see how if the Samurai have found what no other team has been able to find, to the solution to being able to stop him. Yeah. Well, when we get
Yeah, I
into
mean,
it,
despite being the number one team, this Greenhouse team has lost some games. Notably, they lost to DRG, which is number 5, and they also lost to Argonauts, the ninth ranked team. So they are beatable. They have these off games. So OS, keep your heads in this. You have a chance. Shut down Kenny, and maybe you can, pull out a win here. Yeah. Notable stars on this OS roster are Spence. I believe he's a two-time champion, so he knows how to pull out these wins here. And they also have Nutty and Woots, Vin, and Rebuck.
yeah, and you're trying your best, I think, especially as at this, where OS is trying to make sure that you just try to win out the end of the season here. 3-6, obviously not the best record. The things to flush out in this season for them, but I definitely do think they have what it takes. I have played with Spence and oh yeah, so the HUD is not working, but we're already 2-0 in, and it seems like we're on train with the Lotus is up 2-1, 2-0.
Oh wow.
Looks
Okay.
yeah. It looks like we're gonna do a little bit of an A pop here. 2 mollies down towards hell. No camera smoke. Let's see what there where the PJ gets the first entry pick, gets a second on Nutty. Quick flush into Ivy, and seems like OS are just kind of scrambling here. Mason with a pick onto Rebuck. And that seems to be that. These guys are going towards upper with the dualies in hand.
It looks like to me that OS forced round 2, so they just a full eco here from them. So Greenhouse kind of just knew, hey, we just gotta take this fast. We have the weapon advantage. As Vin gets Kenny just not even paying attention here. The retake is live, but I'm not sure if it will or not anything. No. Next gen
Yeah.
Mason is able to get the double kill to end that round.
Yeah, just really good play there. Yeah, it does seem like they did force, which in my personal opinion, I don't think it's such a bad idea to force on that second round T half. Your economy is so bad anyways in that third buy round. So full belt for almost every single player here with, you know, armor and defuse kits. So really good buy. And let's see how the OS can respond.
I'm excited here because these two teams ban each other's two best maps, so I thought we might have been able to see a nuke or a train, and we ended up seeing train here as Midas is charging forward. Kenny gets the pick onto Woots. They have a little space on A.
Yeah, a lot of damage done onto Midas here. Everyone's starting to take chip damage from the GRN side. Almost everyone is low. Nutty's going through Pop Dog here, picking up Mumo. NDJ looking to just re-smoke out that Z's. Well, Nutty tries to take some
Ooh.
contact out. Kenny staying back in main, picking off Rebuck. Very doable for the CT side. They just have to find the frags.
Oh!
And the frags they are getting. PinDJ, not aware. Nutty knows where he's spot and picked up by Nutty. What a 4K from Nutty. What a round.
Yeah, that was a crazy retake from that. That was a, what, 3v4 turned into a 3v3, and they just... Nutty just taking it into his own hands there. I honestly thought the T's had that one. They took the site, they had the smokes up, they had everything. I'm not sure how it all fell apart there at the end.
I think this was just the lack of health. The util usage on that OS side really hindered them. I think for just health wise, they were all basically 1 or 2 shot by the end of that retake. Oh
Yeah,
really doable for OS to get their first round of the half.
that is one of the downsides for going fast on train as the T's. You know, you can get that space quite easily, but you'll take a lot of damage. As Midas gets the opening pick on the Rebuck, he has his weapon of choice, and he gets immediately naded out here. 4v4 reestablished, but Kenny picks up the op.
Yeah, and I don't think Kenny is quote unquote the main opper of this squad. You've played with them. I think Kenny is more than capable of hopping, if I'm being honest. So it's kind of nice to be able to have that player on your squad who's able to do more than just one thing here. So presence outside from Mumo, just kind of waiting to see if the CTs reaggress this. So far, this is favoring OS. They still maintain that control, while the T's are going out looking elsewhere, going towards upper, it seems.
Yeah, the current meta for Train is to do like a late pop once the CTs have used a lot of their util. However, this Lotuses only have notably 1 smoke remaining, so this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. So I'll have to decide between Camera and Z. Mason's prodding. He's going to get caught off guard, but he doesn't get the kill. Nutty isn't even quite able to finish. PinDJ looking to activate here as Mumo is creeping up. Spence, can you do this? Can you get this kill here?
Yeah, Spencer's aware of the possibility here. Oh, but doesn't have the reaction time. And Mumo just explodes on the side, getting 2. Moves backside, getting 2. Kenny gets another one on the other
20
side.
seconds. Oh!
And if Roots can just live.
Oh my!
Kenny is just too fast with that. Yeah, just a really awkward position there for Woots. Does really well to get 2, just the health and the time. You know Kenny's gonna run you down, and you can't really do too much, I think, at that point.
Yeah, that round was just an aim diff, in my opinion. Like this Samurai had all the positions, knew where everybody was, just weren't quite able to win the gunfights. And Kenny, of course, showing why he is the MVP, winning that 1v1 with no time remaining, able to get the flick onto the last player, as it looks like they're going to do a fast B play here.
Yeah, and it seems like the CTs aren't aware of this. Or, I mean, they're ready for it, I guess, but they have pistols only, so it's going to be very hard to stop. It's flashing out of B. Oh, counter flash. Vin gets Midas. Mumu with the... next gen Mason with the trade, and Mumu gets Woots. Rebuck backside. Oh! Talk about the one taps here. But Kenny picks that up real quick. PinDJ gets double swung and upper. This is actually more than doable. Weapons on the side for the CTs here. Now
the issue I'm seeing here is there's just no kits, so T should just be playing time here. Don't take the fights, Kenny. Don't take the fight. Oh no, Spence scaling. Mumo able to stop this bomb planner. What is he? He can see him.
And I think he got him. I think they will take it.
It's gonna be close. You're right.
Gonna be really close. They got it. Nice.
Wow.
Very, very little time to spare. Really good retake there from the CT side. Something that I was not expecting those pistols to do. Who was it? Rebuck with that nice 1D onto the Heaven player there. Just nasty work. Really well played by Samurai. Lotuses there, I think, just got a little too aggressive. All they had to do was hands off the keyboards, and I think they would have won that. But the OS just able to take that round and sending the Lotus
It looks like they just
doing?
got flustered there at the end, just worried like, oh no, there's Nico, we're about to lose, and then they just overpeaked and lost it. But let's see
Yeah.
how they reestablish themselves in this next round on their eco round themselves now.
Oh, Pamumo responding immediately with the deagle, running to get that op. Oh, at the op on Kenny now. This has become really Pendy J taking a lot of damage here, down to 34 HP.
Yeah, it is a 5v4 right now, but notably the T's don't have any armor, so I'm not too confident on them winning this round. They're gonna have to rely on Kenny to get like another pick or two with the op on a rotator. But with Vin down here, he gets the first pick. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
Kenny aware. Oh, that's
Oh.
the self-made. Just a little bit of desperation there, but the teammates pick it up. Bomb gets planted, which is really good for the T side here. Oh, nice headshot onto Midas. Mason making a lot of noise on that Z, and it's all up to Midas with the Glock in hand. We're going to wrap around Thomas. CTs are aware.
Oh.
Position noted. Trying to get the planner. Oh, get the one! Oh, but doesn't manage to get two there. Really well played by Midas, almost getting that.
Yeah, that was way closer than it should have been. Lotuses started that round with like a single deagle and a Tech 9, I believe, and they ended up taking 4 down and get the bomb plant. That's going to just crush the OS economy. They would have been able to have so much more money here, but as you can see, Woot's already down to 150, Reebok below 2K. A couple other players have a little bit of money, but you know, this isn't ideal. You know, you really wish you could have just closed off the eco very convincingly.
No, 100% agree. I think that's the name of the game for CS2, right? Is your CT side economy. What are these names? This is Challenger. Boys, let's pick this up. Mumo getting the first pick, getting the second. Reebok with the immediate response, getting 2 right through the smoke.
And I believe those were fully through the smoke, because those players, I don't think you could see them at all. As Spence picks up Pindy J, they're turning this game around right here.
Midas just looking over, misses the pick onto the back bomb player. That nade's gonna land right in Mason's face. He's not happy about that, but immediately gets Reebok with the headshot there. That's just gun diff and falls off. Midas still here in Olaf, just looking for someone to overextend.
These ops are setting themselves up for a duel right here. Who can get it? Spence can.
Wow, really good reactions. Now leaving the 18 HP player to flank towards Ivy. This is a really interesting call from the IGL, but no one's aware of this and immediately takes out Spence, picks up the op. Mason, what can you do? Position noted. No one bites.
Oh.
Everyone's dancing around each other. Back bomb, you know, oh, you see the little feet. No bomb plant. Really well played, but again, that is 4 players down from OS. Their economy is not looking too hot, but they're still going to be able to buy into this round. So, all in all, not terrible.
Yeah. Counter to popular opinion, this is a T-sided map. Just slightly, it's like 51% at the highest level. So if Samurai can somehow manage to get like 6 rounds here, they should be fine. But this economy is going to really hurt them. As you can see, they're actually going double op here in a single MP9.
Double up
OS, yeah.
9 rush here. So we will see how this works out for them.
He legs him.
Noted, got legs.
Oh!
Not against 1.
He gets a flying kill.
Yes. Oh my God. You're absolutely. And Mason's just lurking like a rat around here, going to get position spotted. Doesn't get anything from it. Really well played by a Samurai. I was a little scared of the rush with 2 ops, but it seems like they were just able to respond real quick. And
yeah, once he legged that first player, I was a little bit worried. For any oppers in chat, if you want to use the op, peek from the lower ramp, and you can just hold them if they're running across. You don't have to peek from above like that. So he went for a ballsy play there. Didn't quite work out, but they were able to, you know, hold the gap, and they weren't overrun by the Tech 9 light buy. And Finn, doing like I said, he's just holding that little line right there.
Oh, nice util usage from the CT side. E-box position gets taken out. Woots immediately trading out. Midas just re-burning out Rebuck. Spence with one, Kenny another. This is back and forth Counter-Strike. This is what we're here for, ladies and gents.
It looks like the CT's got a little flustered. Wasn't sure who was watching where as a player snuck towards E-Box and was able to get some heavy damage. But Spence, not ready to give up on this round yet. Doesn't quite nail the flick. And it's a double op retake. I'm not too confident in this. How about you? Holy cow.
I am not confident at all. Double op retake is just so difficult, but that nade does a lot of damage. They're just looking for an open here, but they managed to get one. But no, Vin going for the save, and they're out to hunt. They are hungry, maybe? No, just one. The money is not too great for the T's here, so maybe they don't opt to hunt here. Losing these guns can actually be detrimental for the T side economy.
Yeah, I mean they got an op 2 AKs. Just don't. Would it be ideal to hunt them? Probably. I might have sent one guy, but I mean you're keeping yourself alive, getting those good guns. They have an op, and as you can see, the economy is going to come into play. Rebuck and Woots not able to buy for themselves here, and that's all because they kept losing the 4 players to those eco rounds, like we said it earlier.
Yeah, I agree. And so, yeah, you're looking at the buy here. Vin probably able to drop one. It's going to be very low util round for that CT side as they call in a tactical timeout. And the Lotuses are looking really good, managing to bring it back after a 4-round streak for the CT side. So this is a really good game. I really like the back and forth nature of it. Everyone's aware. Everyone's on their game. Trades are coming out quick. There's, sometimes we got a little bit of, nan nades, but yeah, it happens to the best of us. I've definitely naded myself multiple times. So, and this is a difficult map, I would say, in terms of nades. See, I learned this setup not too long ago. Lumo coming out straight into yard.
All right, CT is looking like a little bit of a counterattack with these grenades. Don't look for that smoke, buddy. All right, now he gets a kill on the Kenny. This could be the opener that they need here. Yeah, but Next Gen Mason might just fire right back.
Oh, Midas just posted up onto Olaf, but this could be that, and that's bombed down by Red. Position of the other piece spotted? No, Reebok just re-clearing Ivy. Just playing it slow, slowing it down. Z re-smoked.
Tees notably don't really have that much util or health left over.
Yeah.
However, on Vin, he has a full belt still, so he might be able to get some... Oh! He spotted him.
Oh,
and he gets the pick.
Vin is just aware of this, and is down to Mason with just 2 HP. All it takes is someone to take a breath.
He has to play this perfect and hit the first headshot here, but his back is turned. He spots him. Reebok able to kill Next Gen Mason, and that is 2 1v1s, 1 for OS. That is how they're going to keep themselves in this game. Unfortunately, not able to nail down that op, so they won't have one coming to this round unless Reebok decides. Yep, he just... Oh! Reebok bought one for his teammate there. But, yeah, that's the name of the game for OS right now, is they're able to win these clutch rounds.
Yeah, they're getting... I think Lotuses are getting, like, their favorable duels, but I feel like they just don't know how to close out the rounds, always ending up with low health or no utility. And it seems to be a constant theme for this side. Mumo, some aggression towards B. It's going to be a lot onto Vin. Vin is isolated on site. They know where the Opper is.
Vin's also a glass cannon. He can't afford to get tagged here, or else he's just he's gonna be so inaccurate. And Midas, yep. Oh,
okay. Wow! Just a cleanup from Greenhouse over here. And Reebok not able to get the picks, gets one, but Kenny ends up finishing the round up for the Lotuses to bring this to an even game, 6-6. Wow. And Mason on top. This is something that I have not expected. In terms of damage, usually I'm over here like glazing Kenny, but my former
Kenny's been getting his
teammate...
kills. He's been taking the kills.
Yeah, true. No, just really good plays from both sides. We saw some really good CT and T sides. I think the OS were able to capitalize on a lot of those clutch rounds, clutches that they had to get, especially there's like 3 1v1 rounds. that they were just able to close out, that the Lotuses just were not able to. And yeah, we're gonna be able to see how OS are able to use util and seeing what they are able to do on this T hat.
So, Pindy currently is bottom of the score, but he's able to get one as Kenny is able to lock down the rest of the guys advancing on site. He's going to get overwhelmed here, but Mumo trades him out very quickly. 2v1 Spence locked onto bomb train right here. Is he going to be able to get this bomb? And is he going to be able to plant the bomb before the T comes out Pop Dog and shoots him in the back? Let's see.
Yeah, he's just trying to isolate these fights. Position spotted.
He doesn't know.
He should be aware that there could be pop, but isn't. Back.
Oh!
Position noted. Mason missing. Bomb. Oh, but reload. Mumo just able to capitalize there. Really well played. Looked a little bit dicey there for a second, but Lotuses were able to get that CT pistol.
Yeah, just checking on these teams' matches history, looks like neither of them have played Drain before. So I'm guessing there's just a few timings, a few lineups that they just don't quite have the familiarity with yet to like fully understand there. As you can see, Spence not really understanding that there could have been a player behind him. There could have been a player in Z right there. As we see, Midas bring out the Swag 7 here. I'm not quite sure where he's going to play with this.
Don't ever doubt Midas with the Swag 7. I will say. As he gets one, gets two.
They know where he is.
Cleaning up, and they know where the last one is. And he just cleans up.
Yeah, I was hoping he'd get one with the jumping swag. I saw him start jumping. I was like, please.
Just for context, Midas, during the UPS First Wet final last season, got 3 of my teammates bent with the Swag 7. Till that day, I will forever be haunted by that memory. But now we're able to see the T's on a full rifle round versus these Swag 7 and MP9 of FAMAS and only one M4.
Looks like they're setting up a Pop Dog play, but Kenny able to get 2 with the FAMAS. What a great spray! Woots trading out Kenny, but he might get caught off guard here by Pindy playing on this left side. He might not know about this angle.
Oh,
he does actually.
He does. Aware of it, and now leaving him on a 2v3 with the Swag 7. This is kind of what you hope, a position noted.
Right now, Steve's just slow it down, you know, make sure you're covering all these angles and just plant the bomb, play a nice retake, something they have a little bit struggled with so far. Midas almost able to get that kill with the smoke. He hits him once, but Woot's able to trade it out. This should be over. Mason able to get the first one and the second. Can he pull off the 1v3 here? He has some util. I would want to see him use it right now, but he is not able to do it. Spence able to take down Next Gen Mason, and that's like the 3rd clutch Mason has lost. Why is this guy always last alive, I'm thinking?
I don't know, man. It might be the Bader Next Gen Mason. I'm wondering how he got that start. Nah, just kidding. That's just the on-running joke we have. Promise.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Mason right now. He's doing good. 14 and 10.
Yeah, 14 and 10. No, I think that just, you know, OS kind of got a little bit antsy there, just jumping onto bomb train and Mason being able to catch him out. Unfortunately, not being able to close out that round. It got really dicey and really scary. Op comes out on that CT side. Not the best buy overall, but, you know, a couple MP9s and M4. So we'll see what they can cook up with here this round.
I think they're trying to play out like the same round, but a little bit slower here, I think.
Yeah, pop.control obtained for Vin. Not contested by the CT, so this should give you some indication that they could be on a lower buy, or maybe have MP9s, and as the MP9 spray comes out, but as it gets switched on to Kenny, they're like, Kenny, take the rifle, please, do something.
Looks like they're going to do a B... No, yeah, not sure what they're doing here. Yeah, BXQ. Getting ready to come out here. Maybe oh, this is a full pop lock executes.
Yeah, you know, I mean, they have the options to do what they want here. They have all of upper control. They have main. They can come out anywhere, and the CTs are not aware of what can happen here. So they're kind of still spread out. And whenever this execute, they have to hit their shots coming out. You know, Nutty looking for some contact, spots one. Spence gets the opener onto next gen Mason. Kenny backside, flash comes out. The peak also. NDJ gets one. Kenny not able to close out towards Spence. Been down to 13 HP. Going for the op, just running with the op. Woots. The op scope should have been heard. Position Mumo.
He hears him.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, that was a little bit of an interesting play there. Reebok able to get the AZ kill, but he's traded out. Mumo, he seems to have an idea of where he is, but with little time left, he's going to have to gamble. Vin, he doesn't know he's sticking it. Come on, peek him. And yeah, he gets it.
Well played. But again, these rounds are coming down to 1 or 2 players alive. Luckily, they are on the T side, so this is less of an issue. And it seems like the CTs are going to be on a pistol eco here.
Yeah, like I said earlier, neither of these teams have played this map before, so I'm seeing a lot of like interesting util being thrown. Notably for that whole execute, the CTs didn't have a single piece of blocking util. They only had a few flashes left. I'd like to see a few of them like play close up towards the ramp here, like jiggling with a Molotov or a smoke, just so they can hold onto a piece as they're charging out against a full eco here. Mason's able to get one, but oh, they're able to get 3. Mumo, you spot 1, spot 2. He has a chance of getting this game back. Oh!
Just seeing Spence run out, get noted, and not switching to the gun gave me a heart attack.
Yeah,
that was an interesting play, but ends up getting the kill towards the end. Oh,
he tried to pull a 9-10 there, but he was able to get the kill.
Yeah, GRN able to bring that much closer than I anticipated.
They're actually able to take, like, is this their first lead of the game?
Yeah,
yep.
This is OS's first lead of the game. They almost brought it back, and then they got tied up by Lotus. It's not their first lead, no, because Lotuses won, I think, the last round of the half.
That's true, yeah.
But again, a really back and forth game. Looking like some Ivy presence from the T side, while Moon's just moving towards main. Presence towards Ivy noted by the T's. Pop Dog control being contested. NDJ gets 2 towards Pop Dog, leaving them in 3v5.
Yeah, at this point in the round, you're just kind of looking to get some kills on a player, overextending like Mason's trying to do. Nutty has a chance. He's able to get 1 here. Pull it back a little bit. They know where you are right now. I think the best option for the T's now is to just have Nutty lurk down, but Penny's able to catch a player, not really paying attention, not knowing the angles. And now Kenny has an AK. Yeah, this round should be over here.
Yeah, I think the T's just did not know what to do. I think on that timing with Mason, probably maybe exploding towards that B side, knowing that, hey, one of them went finding, but Kenny gets caught out. It's still a 1v. This is still doable for the T side.
They have a smoke and a molly. They can like block off and take a site here.
Wait, chat, clip that nade, please. I need that lineup. Midas just kind of not could have. They're talking. Hey, maybe they could have caught a timing, but this shouldn't note the positions of the T side. Midas sees 1, gets Spence, catches him out. This is now 2v2s. What seemed impossible for the T's is now well within reach. Mumo going forward. Penny J picking up 1 up. It's a nutty camp. Mumo finding the kill. And they get
I think all it took for, you know, Green to win a clutch is for Mason to be dead.
We can't. It doesn't have to be a clutch if Mason's still alive, all right?
Yeah. No. I mean, great pullback by OS, like turning it was a 5v3 or a 4v2, something like that. They were able to pull back to a 2v2, so like kudos to them for getting to that far. But you know, you really wish they would have shown some life early in that round. But you know, money is still an issue for the CTs here. Bringing a FAMAS into this round against the looks like a little bit of a eco, a little bit of a half buy here for OS. They're just to do a full-on B pop. It looks like.
Oh, and you know, the Delta ticks are out of order. Sorry, chat. But the goal of the T's here should do as much damage as you can. If you can get out of this round with 3-4 kills, you've done a good job. And speaking of which, they get one. Kenny is just
Oh,
bring them down and gets 40. How does he do it? He just makes this seem so easy. I would have whipped every single shot known to man. But
I'll tell you how he does it. He is, I think, 2,300 elo on Face It, and he got put in Chally. He is just
no, he's
absolutely
level
correct.
9.
Is he
He's
really?
level,
I thought he D-ranked because
yeah. He's level 9.
he was 2,300 elo earlier. So
I think you're thinking about a different person in Chally who's 2,300.
you sure? Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of Rich. Rich is 2,300 in Chally, but I don't think he's playing this season.
That's right. Rich is a management guy. Midas
Yeah.
able to get 2 quick kills on the players coming out of A main. Looks like OS is kind of just mailed it in at this point, losing 3 players like 15 seconds into the round. That's a little bit brutal here. Hoping they can still turn it around here. They lost the lead. Might be getting a little flustered. Greenhouse showing their number 1 seed pedigree right here.
Yeah, I think this round just looked very much just very scrapyard, very just not well coordinated. And, they're just losing the fights, but he's just gonna get caught out, not aware that there's a shadow advantage for the CT there. Again, this is map knowledge I don't think is implemented when this is an instant ban for a lot of teams. I think that there's pros and cons, right? There's pros that, like, hey, maybe if we practice this map, we can catch some people off guard, or if they do choose it against us. And then there's cons, like, you don't know all the timings. You don't know, like, hey, like on Ancient, we know that there's shadow angles, right? And there are some here on Train too, and we just don't know about those. So on to another pistol round for the team. Look at this, even gets what a spray. That is a Chally level spray, ladies and gentlemen.
That's an IGL if I've ever seen one.
And being tested here. Not able to catch one, but Pindy in the back of B just cleaning up after his teammates. Umo still in pop. Pindy gets another one.
Spence has an AK. This round is savable here. They both have AKs now. If Spence can find one here soon, and Reebok's able to get his alpha kill. Knocks a player down to 20 HP.
Yeah,
Mumo catches in the back. Yeah.
And this is kind of GG. Go next. They know where the last player is. Smoke going down to protect the plan, being watched. I think Spence just needed to get one there to make that round doable. But otherwise, really well played by the Lotuses, just able to overwhelm them, bring them to match point. And look at they still have money. So this is still a buy round for the OS side, but money is super good on that CT side. Look at Mumo with almost 10K coming into the round. So and Midas as well. So they're going to be able to drop next round for those who are a little bit more in need of financial assistance if they were to lose this round. So what would you say are the issues that the Samurai are having closing out these rounds? Because I feel like they seem to have answers on CT side, but just don't have any answers coming into this T half.
Yeah, they were getting a little bit. Lucky, it doesn't seem the right word to use, but I'm going to say it. They seem to be being really lucky in that first half with those clutch rounds that they won, and they haven't really been able to do that in this second half. You are seeing, like, they don't really understand the map quite well. Their T sides looks a little disjointed, I would say. They're getting a lot of rounds where they're just dying all immediately, and then they like try to do something tactical. Brain is a map you can play really slow. It's completely fine to play really slow. My team, this was our best map last season, and we won the championship with it. We went something like 5-6-0, and no team got more than 10 rounds on us. And that's because our T side, we'd play it real slow, take our time, make the CTs use the util, and then do like a late pop from T-Con, from Pop Dog. Something that I don't think the Samurai's going to do here. It looks like they're going fast again, so...
Yeah, it seems like, again, it just is very desperate on the Samurai side here. Knowing, well, like, you're giving gunfights to a team that heavily relies on their aim, too, and they're really good at it. So, and kind of to know, I feel like they just, on their CT side, it seemed like they knew what they're doing in terms of util. it kind of seems to be the opposite for the OS side here. They seems like their util usage for that T half is not to par with this ET. So if they could somehow manage to pull this off, it might be back to the drawing board for this train side here.
Looks like we were a little bit wrong at the beginning of the round. They did slow it down, which I like to see that. Midas is the only player left with like a smoke and a molly here, so this is good. You want to bleed out their util, use your smokes. They have 4 mollies left. Clear out some angles, take this round slow. You still can win this. 40 seconds hitting the clock now, though. They're gonna have to make a move real soon.
Yeah, it seems like they're going towards that A site here, but this is where the majority of the Lotuses are.
There's smoke missed. The T smoke missed.
Oh no! And Mai's able to pick up Reebok.
Kenny's dead.
Kenny's dead. Mumo also picked off back bomb. And Midas. PindyJ getting cleared, maybe? No. PindyJ gets another one. Midas misses the op shot. PindyJ finally all up next gen Mason. Oh, and then Molly there is going to pick up.
Did he hear?
Yeah, I think.
And now he does.
Yeah.
2 seconds left to spare on the clock. Shout out Vin there. Just a triple kill entry. You love to see that. Oh, that's not quite over yet. Loses the gunfight. Mason, chance at redemption here. He dinks him, but he gets
the next one.
Mason able to do everything this game except win a clutch. I mean, he's 96 star here, 17 kills. He's having a good game. It's just really funny that he just keeps listening to these clutches.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be like the thing that's giving him nightmares. I think he's just going to be more than excited to have a rating above a 1.0. So, and especially against Spence, I think they're friends IRL. So
he's playing better than Spence right now. So yeah, he should be happy here. He's mollied themselves off.
Again, it's just that awareness. Uppers all being fought for by the CTs. Reebok just known. Nutty picking off Kenny. And I think that was AK Greed. I think that was AK Greed that got Kenny. I call it AK Greed when people want the AK immediately and then go to pick it up and get caught out because of the fact that they give away their position. It's not that important in my opinion. Only pick it up if if you know you're alone. But Van making noise uppers.
Looks like the T's are going to try to throw the same smoke they did last time, but they're quite spread out throughout this map here. Mason is giving up upper here, though, so they could have a little sneak out towards B if they really want it. I don't think they are going to. Looks like they're going to come out A here, all 4 of them. They are making a little bit of noise. Mumo's able to get one on a trade, so it's a 3v3 now. And the CTs are giving up A side a little bit.
Yeah, Spence was holding that smoke on forever. I don't think the smoke landed again.
No, that is a lurk smoke. It's intentional supposed to do that, but they miss it completely last round. Yeah. Oh!
Midas just able to pick off this from the spray. They have not listened to the CS affirmations. And Midas gets another one. This round's all on Spence.
Molly missed too. They were able to get out.
And yeah, able to clean it up, and this is going to be another game one for the Lotuses. Mason with some friendly banter there. Oh, kills. Midas just go ahead. They're just ruining his KD. They wanted to make sure he was not over a 1.0 KD. He's gonna stay at a 1.1 KD, but really well played by the Lotuses. It just seemed like they had all the answers on that CT half. On that T half, things got a little bit scrappy, but yeah, really good game by the Lotuses, just kind of establishing why they are the #1 seed in our Chally tier thus far.
Yeah, they were able to, win some clutches in that second half, win a few ecos, and they came back down twice. So, really showing that, hey, we might go down, but we're not going to quite give up. And, just Midas hitting those 2 crucial op shots at the end there. Able to get the player spraying on him point blank round. That's a nice quick scope hit there. Then able to get the player holding from upper, really reinvigorating that retake that they had. Just, this team is definitely the best in the tier, I would say.
Yeah, and I think that he's going to be angry at himself that spray was just a little bit off. I don't think the first bullet accuracy was there, and Midas was able to punish that. Yeah, I think that OS need to go back to the drawing board. We saw, just why it's important to run through a map, especially if you guys haven't played it before. This could be a test. I'm not. I think is this the last match day for the tier?
I think they have a few more left. Looks like in Chally they play 13 match days, so they have 3 more. It's ending on the 17th, which is 7-ish days from now.
Okay, so they still, I think, have a chance to make it to playoffs. Today would have been
Yeah,
nice to solidify that. I think they're at the bottom, so they're in the fight for for playoffs.
yeah.
Um,
Just bring up the playoffs discussion. There are currently not basing off the games tonight. There are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams tied with the Samurai with only 3 wins. They're all in last place, all in the playoffs technically. So it's gonna become an absolute slugfest. Who's able to win in these last few weeks? It is absolutely crucial that OS is going to need a few wins here. And bring it over to Lotuses, you're 8-2, you're comfortably in the 1 seed right now. You can drop a game and still be tied for first, but just making sure you get this good seeding going into these next few match days.
Absolutely, and I think that hopefully we can bring some of you guys the streams for these lower end games, as I think those tend to be a little bit more fun, right? When you see the teams that are um, fighting for, hey, do we get to go to playoffs or no? So, and speaking of which, next game for the Samurai is against the card counters, which are also in that talk of being 3-6 currently. So yeah, this is going to be those are going to be games to watch coming in next I think it's going to be on Thursday. So, yeah. But anyway, I think that's it for us today. Thank you to Granny, our observer. I am Holy Cow. And this is Dirt. And thank you so much for tuning in. And we hope to see you guys around. Please follow our Discord. We'd love to welcome you guys to the community. And yeah, have a good night, everyone.